Well, this is gonna be an interesting little start. Hello there, everybody, it's Sabana2 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Higurashi Guide Matsuribayashi. Okay, there's only one word that can possibly summarize last episode. Akasaka. Enough said. So, because the music is already, considering I had to end it at a very particular spot, it seems like we're going to be picking up a little bit on this. In the basement, the club members are talking about their grand counterattack. Also, I need to go ahead and give a little bit of a opinion on this. The battle between Akasaka and Okanogi. Ooh, so good. I'm sorry, actually just Akasaka in general. So good! Okay, Rika's a little disappointed that she couldn't join them, but she is happy that Akasaka told her what she had been waiting to hear. Rika talks about Akasaka's heroic moves and he gets embarrassed. Kasai is doing fine, but Shion isn't doing too well. Of course, it's not life-threatening, but she can't hear well on her left ear. Maybe because she was close to the explosion. To test her hearing, Mion goes to Shion's left side and says some dirty words. She seems to be able to hear okay. Of course, she may be hearing with her right ear though. Ah, damn it, Mion. Shion decides to lie down on a tatami mattress in the torture room, while Eri keeps an eye on her. Imagine people just kind of just casually walking in and then they see this sentence. That is a very loaded sentence to people who have no idea what the hell this novel is all about. Actually, I could say that about a lot about this. Mion is very worried, but Shion tells her that she's okay and forces her to go ahead with the next operation. Mion complains that Shion doesn't understand her feelings. Now they have to come up with an idea to rescue Tomataki from the clinic. They have Akasaka and Kasai on their side, and they are used to battles. Oh my god, the ultimate team up. Also, they have Eri, who knows about the basement of the clinic. They need to get moving soon, but they have to at least have a plan. It's almost 10:30 a.m. Because of what they have gone through, they are exhausted, and it feels like it's almost evening. This battle's not over, I know that much. But that if they were at school, it would only be the second or the third period. They have to pull themselves together. They have to regain their fighting spirit. Eri checks Shion's left ear with a pen light. I'm not a specialist, but your eardrum may have been damaged. Do you have a headache, or do you feel dizzy? No. I'll be just fine. Eri wets his handkerchief and wipes Shion's face gently. Are you surprised that the assistant of the Hinamizawa fighters was in a gunfight? Yeah, I am. I heard you were ready to give up your own life. I heard it from Mayabara-san. Who the hell is talking? Oh wait, is this Akasaka now? Gosh. Things like that sound cool at the moment, but afterwards it's pretty embarrassing, huh? If something happens to you and I live, my sister will never forgive me for that. I don't have my loved one anymore, but Sis does. I don't mean to tease you, but you are talking about Satoshi-kun, aren't you? I don't know. Who knows where he may be? I don't even know if he's alive or dead. He's What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? You. Okay, calm down. We never saw Satoshi's body. I'm rationalizing this so my brain doesn't short circuit right now, okay? We never actually saw Satoshi's body. We never saw that. In fact, the only thing that actually happened right there when Eri was taking Satoshi to the clinic. That is literally where it left off, and we only got that little bit of information from what I understand here. I don't know how to feel right now. And the only one I can probably say that's saying this is probably Eri, so he's alive. Eh? Shion's thoughts stop in their tracks and Eri answers immediately. He's alive and you've known? Hojo Satoshi-kun is alive. He developed final face symptoms due to excessive stress last year. Mion and the other members have already told Shion about the current situation, so she kind of knows what he means. I thought I could treat him with the medicine I used on Satoko-chan. Satoko-chan was one of the very rare and lucky cases. Satoshi-kun's treatment has been very difficult, and it is still going on. He's alive?! Satoshi-kun, he is still alive? I'm sorry for not telling you this until now. Satoshi-kun is in the basement of the clinic. What?! Shion and Eri come back from the torture room. Shion looks very serious. It's as if she made an important determination to fight. Keiichi and the others were just talking about how the enemy found where they were. Shion answers immediately. Do you think there is some kind of a device on Dr. Eri's clothes? Not his personal clothes, but something the clinic provides. Do you mean my coat? Excuse me, let me check. Shion checks Eri's body like an inspector at an airport. I am getting very hot flashes on my head right now, like kind of like a weird, funny little headache. I don't know how to feel right now. Then she finds a little button on the back side of the collar. It's a round button. There's no reason why a button like this would be on the back of the collar. This is probably it. This is the reason why they found us without following the car. Damn it! But as long as we have this button, it's possible for us to create a diversion, right?
A decoy unit with this button lures the enemy away, and while the clinic is short on staff, we attack and rescue Tomotake's-san. I think that's the best way.
Oh! Then the decoy unit should bring the enemy to my hill. Yeah, that hill will be perfect. The hill is huge, so the enemy has to bring lots of guys, rendering the clinic practically empty.
But we have no way of knowing how many guys will stay behind at the clinic. Mr. Toмотaki is there, so they will probably leave an appropriate number of guys to guard him.
Okay, so in that moment where it was just Shion and Eri, I was getting ready to say, if Satoko learned, she would probably have a bit of a meltdown.
In that case, we should add something they want more than Toмотaki to the decoy unit.
Are you sure, Rika?
Yes. As long as I'm with everyone else on SATOKO'S hill, I won't be caught. Only the club members know the hill well enough, so maybe it's a good idea to use the club members as the decoy unit.
Yeah, that's good. And the adult unit attacks the clinic while the decoy unit lures the enemy away. What's the chance of success?
As long as Akasaka-san pretends not to see anything. Since I heard you are a policeman.
Kasai speaks while loading his shotgun.
So, by the way, you're a policeman.
I'm off duty now. Akasaka replies as he checks his automatic pistol. He hasn't used this particular gun before, but he is used to handling guns. He is prepared to fire, too. Eri tries to memorize how to remove the safety, but he looks nervous.
Have you ever used a machine gun before?
No, I've only used handguns.
Then maybe you should get used to it. Make sure you have a full magazine at all times, and have another gun just in case the magazine gets stuck.
Kasai-san, is this a shotgun?
Odd number shots are slug bullets. They can suppress enemies as well as destroy walls.
Wow. I know people call you Shotgun Tatsu, but you really are a shotgun expert, huh?
Shotguns are very deadly. Therefore, even without firing a shot, opponents may surrender.
Yeah, the explosive power behind a shotgun's kind of ridiculous!
By the way, I have some bulletproof vests. You should wear them.
How the hell do you just carry around... Plot twist. He actually carries around like 7 bulletproof vests underneath his suit. Actually, shit, I'd like to see that. Kasai sounds so dependable, but at the same time he reminds everyone that this operation will be a very dangerous one. It's not a simple fist fight. Even a veteran soldier can die in a gunfight. There is always a chance of death, regardless of how well trained you are. Actually, Kasai and Akasaka are the only people who can be depended upon. Kasai talked Eri out of carrying a gun because it may be dangerous for him to have one. Someone could get injured by friendly fire. True. Very true. Mion suggests that maybe there should be more people on the team, but both Kasai and Akasaka refuse because those who can't even handle guns may end up as dead weight. Well, then I have to go, huh? We lack firepower. I'll bring my Ingram to support you. But are you okay, Shion? How is your ear? Oh, it's all better now. I'm back to normal. Sorry to make you worry. Shion, what did I just say? Eh? Of course. I heard it. Mion tricked her. Mion didn't say anything. Shion's left ear can't hear. Shion, it's too dangerous. To be honest with you, you shouldn't even be in the decoy unit. You should just hide somewhere. Sis, listen. Now I have a reason why I must go to the clinic. But if I mention it, Satoko is going to want to come too. But she just can't. There will be an indoor fight. The enemy will fire at us. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. Do you mean... Mion senses it. She senses the reason why Shion must go to the clinic. That's why she doesn't say anything more. Good. I do not want to put Satoko through that level of unexplainable emotions. Not at this point. If she was in Shion's position, she would go even if neither of her ears could hear. It's too dangerous, Shion-san. Please think it over. Satoko, Shion will join the rescue unit. Satoko, the decoy unit is counting on you. Concentrate on your job.
Shi-chan?
You know, right, Yana-san? You know I'm not planning to die.
Yeah, I do.
Determined girls never die. No, they don't. That's right. Even if they kill me, I won't die. Because she can break the whole people die when they are killed. She's capable of breaking that. Shion and Rena, high five.
Okay, then it's decided. Let's get moving. Chi, I'll take the button.
Here you are. Good luck, Rika-chama.
You too, Shi. Yeah, I believe strongly in a miracle, and now it is going to happen. Therefore, this is a chance God is giving you.
I think there were days I didn't believe. I think someone even admonished me. It is difficult to believe, isn't it?
But you believed. You regretted not believing, so you believed. So please cherish this day. Your strong will brought about today, and you no longer have to suffer what you have been suffering up until now.
Hey, are you my sis's new friend? I don't know your name, but thank you. Yeah, I think it'll go well. Let's goddamn hope!
Of course it'll go well. Oyashiro-sama guarantees it.
Alright. Oh. The Mountain Hounds retreated and reorganized their units. They are now ready to attack again. Takano is furious at them for not being able to bring R back to the clinic. Although they had her in their hands once, She gives an order to capture her with all the Mountain Hound forces put together. All the Mountain Hound's vehicles are at the clinic, and they are all standing by for an order to attack. Takano isn't the only one who is furious. Okanogi is as angry as she is.
God damn it, I damn near pissed myself from that guy. I gotta get new pants.
That rookie policeman from 5 years ago has grown. He even made Okanogi yield. He can't accept the fact that he was defeated, so he is bent on revenge. The reason why the attack command was held off is because the transmission device on Erie was momentarily interrupted. They interpret it to mean that Erie went even further down into the basement. The Mountain Hounds assume the club members will go even further underground and try to escape by using a secret pathway. The pathway can't be that long. They will come up to the surface eventually. The Mountain Hounds plan to catch them as they come up. The villagers are too busy with the preparations for the festival, so they have no idea what's going on. By this time, the Mountain Hounds have cut the communications network. They were afraid the club members would call the police.
No, I'm kind of already paying attention to the entire thing, but you guys think you're actually making a difference. Have fun.
The only way to the town is being watched by the blockade unit, so the club members can't escape. Ara and her friends have to come up to the surface. They can't be thinking of staying underground until things get settled. Their lifeline, Tomitaki, is already in captivity. They can't be stupid enough to think of attacking the clinic to rescue him. More than likely, they will try to escape from the village on foot. They'll probably call the police to help them. There are several patrol unit vehicles in the village. They are trying to find the transmission signal as well as the club members. It is time to wait patiently. The battle is back to the starting point. The balance of power is even again.
Get a report from Yabari 2. All clear.
They can't stay quiet for that long. We have to be patient. They must come up. By the way, where's the princess?
I believe she's interrogating First Lieutenant Tomitake. She's trying to talk him into becoming our ally.
At this point, that may be the only way to settle things peacefully. Good thing we captured him alive. With Princess gone and no phone calls from Tokyo, I can finally enjoy the school air-conditioned car.
Hey, by the way, I got myself an air-conditioned car. How about you come over? I might have a pair of cuffs for you.
Commander, there's a radio call from Tokyo. It is from Nomura-san, and it's for you, not for the Major.
Oh boy. If there's no phone, there's a radio, huh? Well, I wonder what the Queen in Tokyo wants from me now. Hello, this is Okanogi of the Mountain Hounds. Over. Oh boy. Tomitaki is being held in a small meeting room. He is shoved under a desk. He is restrained so tightly that he can't even turn on his own. Takano is sitting in a chair next to the table, staring at a whiteboard. It outlines the research plan that is to be cancelled. Takano isn't really reading it. She's just staring at it. Neither of them says a thing. Silence fills the meeting room. It's almost 11 a.m. What a long day. I was woken up so early, yet it's not even noon yet. Tomitaki doesn't reply. Jiro-san, do you think you can help me? I don't need the Mountain Hounds. I only want you. The Mountain Hounds can't comfort me. I finally realized that your insensitivity is the only thing that can comfort me. Jiro-san, you knew that, right? That was why you acted that way, right? You thought there was no use in trying to sympathize, and you tried to comfort me. That's what you thought, right? You pretended to be insensitive so I could have fun. I'm not talking to you as Major Takano. I'm talking to you as Takano Mio. You still won't talk to me? A hostage can only say his name, rank, and identification number. Takano hangs her head. I don't have the key to those handcuffs. Sorry. That's fine. I didn't ask you to remove them. Would you like a cup of coffee? No thanks. I don't want you to have to help me go to the bathroom in this position. It was hardly a conversation, but Takano was happy that Tomitaki finally replied. However, that doesn't solve any of their problems.
If you must kill me, that's fine with me. When I was caught, I made my peace.
Yeah. I was planning to kill you tonight. I'm glad you are prepared.
Good. Then my resolve won't go to waste.
Hey. Don't you want to live? If you promise me that you'll be my ally, you don't have to die. My superiors say there's no point in keeping you alive, but I'll work something out.
Who are your superiors?
I don't know. The person who contacts me calls herself Nomura, but I'm sure that's not her real name. I really don't know.
But you must have talked to her before you decided to be on her side, right?
I only talked to her a few times. When I think back, she just wanted to use me.
At least you're self-aware at this point.
But I thought she was the only one who could understand me at the time.
Understand. I knew there was a time when you needed someone to help you. I wish I could have been there for you.
Yeah. If you were there, that would have been so nice.
Nobody has died yet.
But I'm going to kill.
You have your masterminds, but there are also masterminds who oppose your masterminds in Tokyo. But most of them want to hush up this issue. You may think it's too late to do anything about it, but you're wrong. There is still something you can do. You can make this whole thing disappear.
And my grandfather's research on the Hinamizawa syndrome will disappear too, right?
Takano-san, what do you want to happen?
Takano closes her eyes for a while to come up with an answer. Her grandfather's article was insulted. She wants those with higher positions of authority to read it seriously. Nomura can make that happen. When the final operation is enacted, the higher-ups of the country will have to read the article, and they will have to believe what's in it. They will approve the authorization of the emergency manual's use. That will create an irreversible disaster. But at the same time, the disaster will prove grandfather's article was merit.
Will you be satisfied with that?
Sure. I'll be satisfied. That is the purpose of my life.
I asked you before. You're going to disappear after this operation, aren't you? Takano Mio's purpose will be fulfilled, and she will disappear from the face of the earth. You're going to go back to being Tanashi Miyoko. That is your real name.
How long has it been since she heard that name? Takano closes her eyes slightly.
Yeah, that's right. I will. Go back to being Tanashi Miyoko soon.
Tanashi Miyoko lost her parents and was sent to an orphanage as a little girl. She died after being abused. That's what you said, right?
Yes, I did. I have to go back inside of that metal fence. Have you experienced something like this, Jiro-san?
Takano tells Tomitaki about her horrible experiences, which are simply unimaginable for normal people.
I'm going back to that place, and this time, grandfather won't come help me. So, I will die. If I was dead, I wouldn't exist here. If I wasn't here, then there wouldn't be an eerie institution. I wouldn't be stuck in this strange fate.
You're planning to die, aren't you?
I'm supposed to be rewarded after the operation, but I don't believe that. I may be suddenly killed one day.
No doubt. Once they've gotten their use out of you, you're gone.
Don't you have someone whom you can trust?
My clients are just clients. They're not my allies. But the Mountain Hounds are. I paid them more than enough.
But you can't truly trust them, can you?
They are my allies. They caught you, and they are trying to catch R and her friends as we speak. They are helping me.
But that's not the kind of ally you need right now.
You're right. They aren't the kind of ally I need right now.
Takano pauses. Takano stops because Toмотaki just said exactly what she has been thinking. Since the day Toмотaki disappeared, she's been feeling restless. Takano has to admit, she needs Toмотaki.
Jiro-san, I paid the Mountain Hounds a few 100 million yen to be on my side. I have a little more than 100 million yen left. How much do I need to pay you to be on my side?
You should think about how much it really costs to get you what you really want.
That's rather a pretentious thing to say in this situation. You want me to say it's something I can't buy with money, right?
Why don't you give up? You may be able to tame the Mountain Hounds with your money, but that won't work with me.
But I want you on my side. If you want, I'll give you everything. Not just money. You can do whatever you want to do with me. If you want me to lick your shoes, I will. Isn't that enough?
Toмотaki doesn't reply. He said everything he wanted to say to Takano. He has nothing else to talk about anymore.
I'll make you breakfast every morning. I'll show up before you when we meet. I'll never make you wait just to test you. Isn't that enough? Jiro-san?
Toмотaki doesn't say a word. Toмотaki can't see Takano's face since he is under the desk, but he can sense it. This isn't the time to say anything to her. Remaining silent is the only thing he can do for her at this point.
Fuck, that scared me. It's always the goddamn phone that scares me! Suddenly the phone rings. Takano sniffles once and picks up the phone.
This is Takano. I see. Okay. I'll be right there.
Takano stands up as she puts down the phone.
The Mountain Hounds found R. We found Eerie Signal as well. I bet they already know the roads are closed and they are trying to escape through the mountains on foot. It's not easy to hunt them in the mountains, but we're actually at an advantage since there's nobody else around there. See you, Jiro-san. I think this'll be our final conversation. I wish I could have heard you say something at the end.
Toмотaki still doesn't say anything. Takano runs out of the room. She doesn't look as if she's hurrying back to her work, though.
It appears that they came above ground in the middle of the mountains. They may have tried to get some help from villagers, but a patrol unit vehicle found R and some of her friends and followed them. R and Eerie Signal separated for a while, but they got back together in the middle of the mountains.
Are you saying they separated once but got back together?
Yes, they must have planned their escape route, I guess. I'm sure they're confident that they know their way around the mountains well enough. If there are too many trees or if the bushes are too high, weapons don't work as well as they should. That's something that Karate Guy would think. Okinogi is determined to catch them this time. He keeps saying he has simply caught off guard before.
They can't escape this time. We must capture them before they get to Okinomiya.
Yes, I know. Since they know the mountains better than we do, we have to get serious. We'll besiege them using all the units and overrun them. All units, did you hear that? This is like a soccer game. The enemy will try to invade our goal area. The goal is Okinomiya. Don't let them get there! That Karate Guy's mine, though. I'm going to get him. Otori, Roger. Yugyoso, Roger. Ibari, Roger. Shirasage, Roger. Let's go, all units. If we fail, it's game over.
That's right. We simply can't fail. I'll take command of the corps. Do you think Toмотaki will be okay here?
Oh, sure. There'll be 8 armed security guards. Even if the enemy comes at them with double that number, they'll be fine. But that Karate Guy will be more of a problem. We simply can't underestimate him. So wait, they took... Oh, okay. Which, my bad. I thought she literally just...
I literally dragged him with me the entire time.
My bad. The security unit guards the basement of the Erie Institution, which is the heart of this institution. Therefore, they are armed more heavily than anyone in the Mountain Hounds. So wait a minute, Satoshi's been in the basement for how long now? And his obsessive determination to defeat Akasaka makes the diversionary plan a success. But at the same time, that means the decoy club members have to deal with the full force of the Mountain Hounds. The Mountain Hounds' white vans run through the village. They can't fire shots outside, but all the unit members have stun guns that shoot out electric needles. Their range is not that far, but they can subdue a target instantly if used in a short distance. With an adjustment switch, I can either stun or kill the target. They are suitable weapons for people like the Mountain Hounds. The vans separate into groups and head for the mountains. They are planning to surround them strategically and then smoke them out. Commander, all units are standing by in their positions. Very well. Major, please give all units your order. This is Takano. Make sure you capture all alive. I don't care if you kill the rest. Don't let them escape. Finish it right there. Yugyosu, Hibari, Shirasagi, start hunting. Otori will be the goalkeeper and we'll be the reserve. Be ready for any type of emergency situation. Otori 7, roger. Let's begin.
The Mountain Hound members start marching, spreading out in a line with a few meters between them. This mountainside is a savage land where not even the villagers think of stepping in. There are some trails, but no paved roads for people.
It requires an enormous amount of diligence and patience to hunt on a mountain like this. All the members are nervous. They were told that most of their enemies are kids, but there are a few well-trained adults with them. In addition, they are supposedly armed heavily, and they know the mountain very well. Obviously, this will be a tough battle. Okanogi, how many people do you usually need to search a mountain? Well, it's hard to say, but I'm sure that the more people we have, the better the position we'll be in. But all the Mountain Hounds put together won't be even close to enough. But our enemies are just a small group of people, so don't you think we're at an advantage? People say you need 3 times the soldiers to destroy a garrison, right? We have more than double of what we need. Well, that theory works if we're talking about thousands of soldiers. It doesn't work in smaller scale battles. The US Armed Forces proved that in the Vietnam War. Then, how much military force do you think you need to search this mountain, Okanogi? Whatever works, I guess. I don't know what you mean by that. How much is an appropriate military force? Considering what happened this morning, we have to conclude that their commander is extremely brilliant. They also have at least 2 weapon experts, and at least 1 melee expert. Okay, I see that, but the rest are all kids, right? Oh, that's what I think, but we're in their territory. One kid who knows their environment well will be equal to a well-trained patrol unit. They're more troublesome than you think, Major. At least he's acknowledging that they're not just kids. Then tell me how much military force you need to actually suppress them. Well, I'll need 1 division of the mountain unit. Let me explain what I mean by that. 3 or 4 Mountain Hounds make a battalion, and 3 or 4 battalions make a regiment. And finally, 3 or 4 regiments make a division. What are you saying? Are you saying we need 30 times as many people? Of course, that's not enough. We need to get in touch with an artillery base and request an advanced bombardment. If we get help from the air, I would want a Phantom to drop napalm bombs. You've got to be kidding me! We don't have that much military force at our disposal. What do you think would happen if we tried to chase them down with our current manpower? Well, it won't be easy, that's for sure. Okanogi laughs boldly. He says it won't be easy, but he seems to be also implying that he is the one who is capable of doing that. He better not have actual napalms. Although it is their territory, they just got there a little while ago. They don't have a base, and they didn't even have time to set up traps. I don't think they've had enough time to use their knowledge of the mountain to their advantage. As Takano listens to Okanogi's explanation, she feels a little anxious. When she pretended to be friendly with Satoko a long time ago, she used to tell Takano all about the mountain. Takano remembers how Satoko told her about all kinds of traps being set up, but she can't remember which mountain Satoko was talking about. Hibari to base. We found some of the targets. We can't see R. We're still searching. We can use them as hostages. Wait. We can use them as hostages. Capture them even if ours isn't with them. Yugyusu, can you hear? Gather up nearby units and block the escape route. Yugyusu, roger. We'll back you up. Oh, this is a bit of a problem. Sure, of course, they'd want to block the escape route, huh? Some fallen trees are leaning against a huge pine tree, like a natural scaffold. There is a small shack on top of them. It is one of SATOKO'S many secret bases. It is a perfect base since Mion can see the foot of the mountain well.
Wow, this is just as Michan expected.
Let's see. We'll see what they've got, huh?
Can we win? Can we?
What are you talking about? Our enemy's commander is worthless. They will need at least one division of a veteran mountain unit. But they are trying to attack us with just a single company. What are they thinking? We'll see just how many of them will be able to go back down the mountains in one piece today. Ew.
Oh, damn it! This is Ibari too. We've been attacked. Shit! Don't let them get away. They let loose tons of logs. Hibari 6 sprained his ankle, unable to pursue. We'll go without him. Oh, don't leave me.
Don't let them escape. Keep chasing them until the end. Don't even give them a chance to rest.
This is Hibari 11. We've encountered a trap. Hibari 12 and 13 probably have concussions. We would have been dead if we weren't lucky. This is Hibari 16. A trap got me. I'm tangled in steel wires, unable to escape. I can't cut them with my knife. Somebody bring a steel wire cutter.
Chaotic radio transmissions come in, one after another. Obviously, Okanogi wasn't right about the Mountain Hounds being in an advantageous position.
Yugyusu 10 to base. Damn it! There was a pitfall that looked like a well. 2 members fell and we're unable to rescue them. We need help.
What?
Stop! What's the matter, Yugyusu 10? Come in, Yugyusu 10! Yugyusu 10. I've been hit. I was pushed from behind. Yugyusu 9 through 11 are in the well. We are unharmed, but unable to escape from here. Shit!
Base to Yugyusu. Your backup has been attacked. The enemy can see your movements. Watch out! This is Yugyusu 1. I have a question. How can they see our movements? There's no UAV in the air. Hibari to 1 base. One to base. We failed in our pursuit. We lost them.
This is impossible. This mountainside is full of traps. We've already had a lot of injured men, and we've covered only a short distance.
Shitasage 1 to base. We found R and some of her friends. We're after them. We need assistance immediately. They separated, huh? Their plan is to confuse and entangle us with traps. Shitasage 1, be careful. They're luring you into a trapped area. They're breaking up to divert us and planning an ambush. This is an extremely advanced tactic. They've already been many injuries in other units due to traps and ambushes. Be careful. Be prepared for anything, Shitasage 1. Shitasage 1?
Shirazaki 2 to base! Shirazaki 1 is trapped! Come on, somebody cut the rope! God, the rest of you, continue pursuit! Don't let R escape!
Yugyusu 1 to base. Yugyusu 7 and his men have gone silent. There's a possibility that they've been attacked. Allow us to send assistance. Shirazaki 5, 3 of our unit members have been knocked out by falling drums. What the hell is this? Are there more of those ahead of us? This is Hibari 13. I was down.
I see one of them! I'll follow! Damn you, I'm going to get you! Stop! Stop, Hibari 13! You can't take him down by yourself!
Come out wherever you are. Come on, this way.
Damn kid, wait!
Hibari 13 chases Satoko with an enraged snarl on his face, but Satoko runs through the woods effortlessly. Small branches scratch his body everywhere, but he continues to chase Satoko. Satoko continues to run like the wind. She's simply running in her own backyard. Who would get injured in her own backyard? As Hibari 13 runs, he runs past many mountain hounds who can't even move because of SATOKO'S traps. The more trapped members he sees, the more he is sure that the girl he's after right now isn't really a girl. She is something that just looks like a girl! A trap? Nah. He reaches an area where logs are stacked in piles. It looks like the area is in the middle of being lumbered. It is a strange scene. On the way to this area, Hibari 13 saw a member from a different unit hanging upside down from a tree, and he also saw feet sticking out of a pitfall. There was also a member whose foot was being tied to the root of a tree with a device that looked like a pair of handcuffs. He reached this area after seeing all those trapped members. He suddenly feels sweat all over his body. He realizes he is being lured to a trap. This is a trap. She's trying to trick him. The girl is standing in the middle of the open area, calmly balancing on a stump. She's just looking at him. Shit, she's trying to lure me. Hibari 13. I chased one of them to an open area. I'll catch her. I will get her! This is Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. I'm the one hanging behind you. That isn't a girl.
That's a devil who looks like a girl.
What the hell? You didn't sound like that before.
I know, I've been trying to hide it. If you chase her, you'll end up in hell.
Base to Higurashi 13. That's enough. Wait for assistance. Some nearby members are on their way. What's the matter, huh? If you want to catch me, you need to come forward by about 10 meters. That's only 10 meters. If he walks about 10 meters, he can catch this bratty girl. How many steps does he have to take to walk 10 meters? If he takes 10 steps to walk 10 meters, that means there will be 10 chances of stepping on a trap. But it's only 10 steps. He can catch her after taking 10 steps. Well, if you really want to catch me, then why don't you take your first step? Come on. Shit! How is he going to take his first step? The area with weeds looks suspicious, but the bare ground looks suspicious too. What if he jumped onto a tree stump? No. That's what she wants him to do. Oh my gosh, she's playing mind games. A little girl is playing mind games with this adult. This trained killer. I love it. Hibari 13 feels cold sweat all over his body. Damn it, he only needs to take 10 steps. Why is he so nervous about taking the first step? Hibari 13. From what I can see, the tree stump looks okay. Jump on tree stumps. Don't, Hibari 13. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! 8. The one tied to the tree root. The tree stumps must be traps. There's too many stumps there, and that's too suspicious. Can you hear me, Hibari 13? Don't go into any bushes, it's dangerous. Don't step on the weeds. Bare ground is dangerous too. Shit. Then where should I step? Do you want me to fly? What are you doing? I'm getting bored waiting for you. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! 9, the one who's tied up. My head is being patted by one of the target. What the? She says that it's a trap field. Eh? Supposedly, that girl's magnum opus is set up there. Be careful. Thank you, small girl. Oh, no problem. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did he say magnum opus? What does he mean by magnum opus? Then what about all the other traps? Weren't they her magnum opus? The mountain hounds are professionals. They're being paid to engage in combat. Yet this little girl is playing them for fools. They don't even know what to do. That must be a bluff. How is it possible for a trap to exist that is worse than what I've seen so far? That's a bluff. That must be a bluff. Hibari 13 is more determined than ever to catch her. Should he start with his right foot? Or his left foot? That's when Satoko lifts her hand and sticks it out. Is she trying to tell him to stop? 5 steps. What? If you can take 5 steps without stepping on a trap, you win. I see. You're confident, aren't you? If I take 5 steps safely, what are you going to do? Let's see. I'll admit my loss and surrender, how about that? My brain is as sharp as ever today. I'll get you before you take your 5th step. Damn kid! Calm down, Hibari 13. Don't let her provoke you. She's a devil.
Don't let her appearance fool you. She can read your mind. We can't defeat her.
Base 3, Bari 13, don't go any farther. That's enough. Yugusu's almost there. Just stay there.
But that means I lose. Okay, you said 5 steps, right?
What the? Hibari 13, stop listening to the little girl. Oh my god, what is wrong with my mountain hounds? What the hell's going on? I don't know. He's having an argument with a girl. What?
Okay, 5 steps. Okay, fine, I'm game. Okay, 5 steps, right?
How many times do you need to repeat it? A man should only say things once unless he's whispering words of love.
Damn you, kid!
Hibari 13, she's going to read your mind! Calm down.
That's right. I'm Hibari 13. I'm cool-headed, just like Golgo. So I need to think carefully. That's right. I was confused. When I realized I had to take 5 steps towards her, I became confused!
What do you mean by that?
This is what it means. I don't go forward, I'll take 5 steps backwards!
He did it. He did it! Hibari 13 is sure that it was just a trick. If he takes 5 steps, he wins! She didn't say he had to move forward. He can go backwards, too! That's why you
are done with those 5 steps! Hibari 13, down.
That fool! You let her mess with him! Satoko's remarkable performance wasn't just her own effort. Mion mastered the geography and the enemy's formation while she instructed Satoko. Satoko marked all of her traps on the map. When that map and Mion's ability to command are combined,
They are simply unbeatable.
Pika and Hanyu, who know about the mountain almost as well as Satoko, relay orders from Mion to Keiichi or Rena. Then they get ready to ambush. The traps don't always activate when they are stepped on. Sometimes Keiichi and the others activate them at the right moment. Keiichi and Rena continue to fight everywhere according to Mion's orders. Sometimes they hide and sometimes they attack.
One by one, they eliminate their enemies.
Satoko's traps have been taken down most of the enemies. But Keiichi's surprise bat attack has been working successfully too. I learned this from beating up an evil uncle! Not even the well-trained mountain hounds can respond to assaults after being stunned by traps. Humans need a little time to react. According to the research done by the US Armed Forces, the average reaction time is about 15 seconds. In other words, any soldier is powerless during the 15 seconds following a surprise attack. Shortening those 15 seconds is one goal of their training. But no matter how much they train, it will never become 0. Their radio communications actually made things even more chaotic. The more they heard about damage to the other units, the more worried they got. That slowed them down and made them think in simpler ways. At that point, the Mountain Hounds were no longer a force to be reckoned with as far as Mion was concerned.
Keiichi was successful. He wrapped them up together, neat-pa.
Satoko did it too. She's beaten everyone. Roger, it looks like we got 5 more points with this one, huh? Okay, my enemies, what are you going to do now? About 30% of your southern army has dropped out. At least 1 or 2 men have to respond to a call from an injured soldier. That means they hardly have anyone left. Any decent commander would order a retreat.
This is Hibari 1. We have too many injured men in our unit. We don't have anyone to continue the pursuit. We have no other choice than to give up.
Hibari 1, we may have been damaged badly, but we've narrowed down our enemy's domain. You may not withdraw. Maintain the front with what you've got.
Shit. Hibari 1 to everyone. The commander is basically telling us to die. Check your supplies once more and we'll resume the march.
Takano-san is so mad that she won't allow it. The morale of the unit's commander is down because his requested withdrawal is rejected and they have to resume the march. Here's our chance. Rika-chan, join in with Rena and lure them into Section Z. The traps there are amazing. Hanyu, tell Kei-chan to move on to Section X. This is too much fun. I'm sorry. I kind of got myself a little bit out of character there for a moment.
Mion is doing great. If she was born a different era, her name would have been in the history books.
You're goddamn right on that one. If you ask me, Nelson and Togo are both mediocre. It's like I can see this mountain inside and out.
Miona's polarized when it comes to competence.
When she feels down, she is very down, but when she's doing great, she really is great.
This must be the blood of the leader of one of the 3 families of Hinamizawa.
If Mion was there in a historical battle, she would have changed history.
If she was to join Napoleon, Siberia would be French territory now. If she was to join Hitler, Europe would be the Third Reich now. And this battle in the mountains is simply a diversion for Mion.
Just as Mion expected, the battle on the mountain has become chaotic. If the mountain hounds had thought calmly, they could have realized they hadn't seen any adults. But they were too confused by all the attacks they've been suffering, so they didn't notice. Of course, that is part of Mion's plan. The scale of the diversion will hide the fact that there is a rescue unit going to get Toмотaki. Therefore, the more chaotic the battle gets on the mountain, the better it is for the rescue unit. That's why Mion chose such an ostentatious method of fighting. But at the same time, that is exactly the kind of fight Mion prefers. By this time, Mion isn't just thinking about this as a diversion. She's thinking of destroying the main force of the Mountain Hounds. Mion and her friends have a huge advantage because they know the terrain. It isn't too much to say that knowledge of an area can incur an advantage to the defenders equal to triple the number of soldiers. Then how about the rescue unit? Are they at a disadvantage because they're on the offense? That will be left for the next episode. Okay. This shit is going so absolutely bonkers and insane. I'm loving every fucking minute of it. Although I gotta go do a bit of a live stream real soon. Okay. That was beautiful. It was beautiful watching the Mountain Hounds get utterly destroyed by the power of Satoko. And, more importantly, Satoshi is alive. You better show him to me in the next episode. You better show him to me. And if you were lying, Eerie, I will mount your head. Which I'm pretty sure he's not lying. I want to believe that. I really do. Alright, so I'm going to end it there. I'm going to take my time to kind of relax just for a moment, so that way I don't get overloaded here, because my brain is still kind of reeling that from this entire time Satoshi was alive! Sorry. So thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video, because I need to... I'm gonna go brew myself some tea after that. Hello there everybody, SaBonaNight2 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.